If you're taking a big trip and you want some extra room in your suitcase, I'm going to show you how to roll your clothes to save some space. The first is the Navy method. So you lay your t-shirt flat and you're going to bring the bottom all the way to the top so the top is flush with the top of the collar. And then you bring the sleeves, and only the sleeves, over across the midsection, and then you fold it from the bottom in thirds. So you bring it to the halfway point, and then you bring it all the way over, make it flat, and then you grab it from the middle and line up the edges. This method is used by the Army, and they call it Ranger rolling. So you lay your t-shirt flat, and there's a few ways to do it, but this is the quickest way to do it. You're going to take about 3 inches from the bottom, and you're going to lift it up and fold it over onto itself. And then you're going to take this one sleeve and bring it, I'm holding the bottom too, bring the whole right side to the left side of the collar. So now 1/3 of the shirt is folded and 2/3 is not. And then you do the same to the other side. You bring these 2/3 over that 1/3, all the way to the edge here, so that there's a nice flush square. And then you grab the whole thing and flip it, so the bottom's now the top and the top's now the bottom. And then you start rolling from the collar. You can make it as tight as you need, but you don't need to make it too tight. You're going to roll it all the way to the bottom. And when you get there, you have this little extra cloth here, and you just tuck it all the way around like a burrito. That's how you Ranger roll. Now if you're going to go somewhere that you need your clothes to look a little bit neat when you unpack your suitcase, I would suggest using the Navy method. But if you just are concerned with space in your suitcase, then Ranger rolling actually uses less space and allows you to fit more in your bag. You can also roll your socks. Now the way that I typically roll my socks is that I just put the heels together and I just kind of flop them together, and there's, it's not really neat. But if you want to save space in your suitcase, you're going to have to do a little bit better job of rolling. So you put the toes together and you roll up from the toes as tightly as you can. And when you get there, you take the inside sock, so whichever, not the outside sock, you want the inside one, and you hold it up against the roll, and you use the outside of that same sock to wrap all the way around the other one. There. You can also Ranger roll long sleeve shirts. You just bring the sleeve so that you've got a nice edge on one side. Bring the sleeve in so you've got a nice edge on the other side. And then do the same thing, about 3 inches from the bottom. Flip it under. Bring the right side all the way to the left side of the collar. Make sure that this flap stays there. And then bring the other side over, keeping the flap intact. Flip it and roll from the collar all the way to the end. Make sure you keep track of where that flap's at, and bring that flap all the way around the roll. There you go, it's a long sleeve shirt. And if you wanted to fold the Navy method on a long sleeve t-shirt, you do the same thing. Bring the sleeve all the way across so you make a straight edge. Bring the sleeve all the way across so you make a straight edge. And now fold the bottom all the way to the top, and then bring the bottom to the middle and the top over everything else. Fold in half. And that's one way to fold a long sleeve shirt. The other Navy method for folding a long sleeve t-shirt is sometimes called Batman folding. So you take the one sleeve, you bring it all the way across, but then you bend it so it goes down the same side of the shirt. So you've got an angle here. Do the same to the other sleeve. Bring it all the way across, and now bring it straight down the edge. And now, just like with Ranger rolling, you're going to bring the right side to the middle, bring the left side to the middle, and then you fold up in thirds, or up 1/3 and down the other third. There you go. long sleeve t-shirt. You can roll your winter hat as well. So you start with it facing you, so the opening is away from you, and roll from the top of the hat as tightly as you want, all the way to the end. And then just like the sock, you grab the inside, the one closest to the roll, and you just need to flip over the other side. You don't need to engulf it like you did the sock. And when you're done, it looks kind of like a hot dog.